Welcome to the 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer National Championships. Match number 10 features the Mount St. Vincent University Mystics and your Red Deer Polytechnic Queens. Pick up a championship program for sale at the ticket booth, or you can check it out online by going to rdpolytechathletics.ca. And don't forget to pick up your CCAA Championship apparel, on sale now at the merch table located in the large tent. There are limited quantities, so get yours before they're gone.
We can go got a body like Cameron. I'm gonna make sure that gym. We can go watch from change to change the rings on him. I ain't got rich, but I'm still with it. Land in London and go to the ends. We could go band for band. Man, we can go M for M. What a mill for the Maybach truck.
With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get the certainty of personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality to make your moment shine. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Hi, I'm Matt Veers, President of Veerben Medical Supply. Veerben is proud to be the official medical supply partner of the CCAA and the National Championships. Be sure to shop online at veerben.com and take advantage of our school rebate program. Follow us on social media for monthly specials. We wish all the best to this year's participating teams and athletes at the National Championships, and thank you for your continued support.
productivity is what drives us. It's our ability to look at the world and see opportunities, to innovate and design solutions, to unite people with a shared purpose, to make our communities better, healthier, stronger. At Red Deer Polytechnic, productivity is powered by people and purpose.
With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get the certainty of personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality to make your moment shine. Visit 4imprint.com.
For imprint, for certain.
Hi, I'm Matt Veers, President of Fairburn Medical Supply. Fairburn is proud to be the official medical supply partner of the CCAA and the National Championships. Be sure to shop online at fairburn.com and take advantage of our school rebate program. Follow us on social media for monthly specials. We wish all the best to this year's participating teams and athletes at the National Championships, and thank you for your continued support.
Red Deer Polytechnic recognizes that our campus is situated on Treaty 7 land, the traditional territory of the Blackfoot, Tsuut'ina, and Stoney Nakoda peoples, and that the central Alberta region we serve falls under Treaty 6, traditional Métis, Cree, and Saulteaux territory. We honor the First Peoples who have lived here since time immemorial, and we give thanks for the land where Red Deer Polytechnic sits. This is where we will strive to honor and transform our relationships with one another.
Welcome back to Red Deer, Alberta. It's bronze semi-final time. The first of two semi-finals coming up this afternoon. And for one of these teams, their 2025 CCAA Nationals comes to an end. For the other, they'll march on into tomorrow's bronze medal match here at Setters Place at noon. And this first bronze semi-final, it's a battle between the hosting Red Deer Queens from here in Red Deer, Alberta, taking on the ACAA champs Mount St Vincent Mystics from Halifax in Nova Scotia. I'm your match commentator, Michael McCall, and I'll have a call all championship. We've got these two exciting semis coming up, and if you were with us for the first game of the day, you will have seen the snowy conditions. Look at the tremendous job the ground staff have done. They've got it all cleared for this semi-final, and the good news is the snow has also seemingly stayed off, and we think that is going to be it for the day. So there shouldn't be any more snow coming down, we shouldn't have any more delays, and we should be able to get up and running in this one. I want to take this moment to recognise our major sponsors for this year's Soccer Nationals, the Holiday Inn, Tourism Red Deer and Pattison Media. Thanks to all of them for their generous support. don't forget, you can also scan a QR code that will appear on the screen over the course of the broadcast, or go to the website to download the Digital Championships programme. And if you scan the QR code on the screen just now, you can be entered into the WestJet prize raffle, a chance to win a trip for two to anywhere that is a regular destination from WestJet, and you'll be supporting Red Deer's Kings and Queens Soccer Student Scholarship Programme in the process. Scan that QR code, somebody has to win it. It could be you. So this is a very interesting encounter between these two teams, and it's going to be a close one.
Now
I think
introducing
Red
today's
Deer,
starting
although
lineup.
officially unranked going into the tournament, they are maybe heading into this in the favourites and goal scoring form. We'll get into the starting lineups for both the teams. For Mount St Vincent Mystics from Halifax, led by first year head coach Jenna Blackburn. 1-2 changes for them from their semi-final loss yesterday to St Clair Saints. In goal, number 1 Morgan Gillis, number 3 Kate Schultz, number 4 Maria Antel, number 10 Maya Allen, number 15 Emma Farrell, number 16 Samantha Chowder, number 17 Ashley Neves, number 18 Kennedy Wag, number 19 Sophie Quinn, number 22 Kate Burton, and number 24 Lauren Simone. Schultz and Quinn, the two changes for that starting lineup. Just one change from Maz Pero, his 6th season in charge of this Queen's programme. Previously had been an assistant coach. In goal for Red Deer today, Jessie Stewart, the senior that's come back to the programme this year after a break from her 4th year in 2016. The rest of the Queen's lineup: number 4 Ava Ballon, number 5 Grace Smith, number 8 Olivia Lundell, number 9 Sane Furayama, number 10 Paige Cofflesh, number 11 Kaya Bray, number 15 Peyton Eric, number 17 Kyra Remicki, number 18 Kennedy Van Arigan, and number 20 is Yuri Umino.
Yuri Umino. The head coach for the Queens is Maz Pero.
The officials for this one: referee is Kelsey Carruthers, first assistant referee Sim Lakian, second assistant referee Michelle Holmes, and the fourth official is Catherine Fournier. The action will be getting underway soon here in Red Deer, but first of all, it's O Canada. Anthems over. The action is going to get underway soon in what is clearly going to be a keenly contested bronze semi-final matchup. Red Deer Queens, Mount St Vincent Mystics. Thank you for joining us this afternoon wherever you're taking the action in from on CCAA Live. Remember, scan that QR code and you can take part in the WestJet prize raffle and support the hosting Red Deer Queens and Kings Soccer Student Athlete Programme.
sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans.
And if we look at how these two teams got to this stage, they've both won one. They've both lost one this week. Red Deer Queens in the fourth quarter-final on Wednesday, going down to a narrow 1-0 loss to Vancouver Island University from Nanaimo, British Columbia. Went on yesterday though in the bronze quarter-final with a big 5-0 victory over Brandon Bobcats. They are unranked, as mentioned, coming into this. That is because they had a heartbreaking semi-final loss in the AC Championship game in the 90th minute. But I feel they're going into this one as the favourites, especially on the back of that big performance yesterday against the Bobcats. For the Mystics, they won, upsetting the St Clair Saints in their quarter-final, a 1-0 win. Ashley Neves getting the goal that day. Yesterday though, the Elan de Garneau proved just too strong in their semi-final matchup, and Garneau move on to the championship game. The Mystics go into this one, they are ranked 10th nationally, and the Mystics are going to be in the all-white jersey and short combination for this one with the blue trim, frontage and numbers. MSV going from right to left in this first half, but it's going to be the Red Deer Queens that get this action underway in the all-green jerseys with the white trim and the light green numbers, and the action does get underway here at Setters Place. Red Deer, Alberta. Last year in Squamish we saw the hosting Capilano Blues lose their first game and make it in to the bronze medal match, a game they won incidentally as well. Can we see history repeat itself today, and Red Deer Queens will move in to the bronze medal matchup and go further than they've done in any CCAA championship so far? The same will be true of the Mystics. Neither of these sides have medalled at nationals, and they both will feel they've got a great chance to do so this year. For one of these teams, their national campaign will come to an end this afternoon, and both teams will be keen to make sure that they have one more match. It's Red Deer pressing hard in the opening minutes here, trying to put some pressure on that Mystics defence, winning the ball back as well. And that one is up the wing, and it's going to get kept in as well here by the Queens. Good hustle there from Sein Furuyama to stop that one from going out, and she's still battling away. Furuyama ends up winning a corner for her side, but that was tremendous hustle here in the opening 19 seconds for Red Deer. And they bring up the first corner of this match. Clearly been challenged to come out strong on the front foot here. Corner played back all the way to Lundell. She was appealing for a deflection on the way through there, nothing given by the referee, and it's going to be out for a Mystics goal kick. Lundell, 14 goals over the conference season for the Queens, 12 in the regular season, a further 2 coming in the playoffs. Hasn't got a goal yet in nationals. Could today be the day for the second year from Red Deer? One of 8 Red Deer players on this Queens roster. It's a good turnout. It's chilly, snowy conditions here at the venue, but the crowd will be looking to warm up their players, their family, their friends on the pitch this afternoon. Kofflesh, 2 goals yesterday for her. She plays that back, and it's broken up here by the Mystics. Schultz cuts to the outside. Good movement here from MSV. Maya Allen playing a central role to start this one. Sprays that out nicely to Neves, who's out wide. Pokes it past Remicky. It's going to be a throw in for MSV, deep in the Red Deer half here. And it's a quick break here. Transition play from Red Deer. Grace Smith, she's got time to pick out the pass, tries to centre it in for Furuyama, but Big Boot gets that one cleared for the Mystics. It's been a good end-to-end start. Teams have very strong attacking pieces in their arsenal. They'll be trying to get them involved in this game as quick as possible. Nice little flick outside from Bray. Long ball forward there from Cawflesh. Smith chasing it down. She was excellent last night in that game. I guess it was yesterday afternoon. It feels like last night. It feels so recently, but Grace Smith was excellent in that game for Red Deer yesterday that got her team to this semi-final bronze matchup. Flicked on off the shoulder there of Lundell. Mystics pick up the loose ball. Quinn, one of the fresh legs in to start this one for MSV. MSV doing well to win it. Chowder threads that through, surely offside though on Allen, and yes, the flag does go up on the far side. And the Queens will slow this down. Remicky standing over the ball. Turned over by Red Deer, and Lauren Simone, who had a very solid performance yesterday in the back, especially in that second half, in that defeat to Garneau. Was getting forward a lot in that second half as well, as Mystics tried to get themselves back into the game at 2 down. Unfortunately for them, pushing forward saw them give 2 goals up in stoppage time, so it was a more lopsided result in that one than the play maybe deserved to be for MSV. And it's going to be nervy down there. Both these teams know how much is on the line, and a single mistake could be the difference. And both teams will want to make sure they don't give that up. 2 good goalkeepers as well between the sticks for both of these sides today. Remicky, she came on in the second half last night, getting the start today. Zoe Fitzsimmons picking up a ankle injury by the looks of it yesterday. She is on the bench today after having to go off in that game last night. Whether she's going to be good to go though is a whole other matter. Queens will be hoping they can do enough that they won't need to try and throw her into action if she is good to go. And now Red Deer, Furuyama She has a look on goal, and it's straight at Gillis, and that's going to be bread and butter for the Mystics keeper to deal with. Dangerous ball back there from Burton, getting closed down quickly there by Grace Smith. Brought down well by Allen, turned over though, and now Red Deer. As that goes forward looking for Cauflish, it's taken off her foot by Quinn. Up the wing with us asking a lot for Furiyama to chase down, the ball just runs out anyway. Scrappy at the moment, but a chance here as Maya Allen gets played in. Quickly off her line though, Kelsey Stewart, a magnificent stop by the veteran keeper out there to deny Maya Allen. That's been the best chance of the game so far for the Mystics, probably for either of the two sides through these first 10 minutes. And they've had a little bit of success in the early going here with these through balls. Maya Allen playing out wide in the first two games and has been getting played through the middle, and her pace is causing problems for this Red Deer defence. Wag now back to Burton. Her pass cut out, Cauflish into the middle. Wag will leave it. Simone tries to poke that forward. Yesterday, Garneau did a really good job at negating the attacking threat of Neves and Allen, and you feel that's what Red Deer are going to have to do this afternoon. Allen's already looked lively through the middle, and Neves, who was playing more of a central midfield playmaker role in the first two games, is in a more offensive wide position to start this one at least, and Neves on the ball just now tries to play that in again for Allen. I don't think there's going to be much to choose between these two teams come the end of the 90 minutes here. Remember, no extra time if the teams are level as well. It does go straight to penalties. As Neves sends a good delivery in the box, it's just over the head though of Wag. Simone keeps it alive for MSV. Neves does well to drag that one back. Slips it inside for Kennedy Wag. She's made the run forward. She's going to win the first corner of the afternoon to the Mystics. Corner taken short, Neves. Oh, drags it back to the outside into the byline, powers into the box. Not the best pass in the end though from Neves, and the danger cleared for now at least by the Queens. And it's the Mystics fans from Nova Scotia that's in the better voice just now, as their team on the front foot in the last couple of minutes. That cross though from Simone didn't get the direction that she's wanted, and it's high and wide, and the Queens goal, and we're still scoreless here in the 13th minute in Red Deer. Oh, a giveaway there by Quinn. Furiyama tries to get that threaded through to Smith. An important foot to break that up though from Schultz. headed on, just runs away from Allen. Red Deer came out in the front foot in the first couple of minutes, but it's been all Mount St Vincent in the last few. And they're looking the more likely to break the deadlock just now. Arguably could have, if not for a big save from Jessie Stewart down there. Allen tries to flick that backwards, and that clearance skied up into the air. Chowder eventually gets the foot in it. The touch inside from Farrell is going to be cleared by Red Deer. Comes straight back in to the Queen's half though. Quinn forward to Allen. Little flick to the outside. Only able to find Ava Ballon though. Blundell chases it down the middle of the park outside to This will go all the way back to Gillis. Throw in runs all the way through to Allen. She's in a battle out wide there with Remicky, and the last touch comes off Maya Allen. First quarter for an hour gone. No one able to find the breakthrough yet. But a very entertaining first bronze medal semi-final here. Neves does well to bring it down and turn. Neves powering forward now. It's 3v2 at the moment, break, but getting back well there was Reddy, but Olivia Lundell did a great job running back to make it 3v3, but then missed the cross as it came in there. Chowder battling away down in the corner. Furiyama, a little touch to the outside. Koflesh, the Red Deer captain, playing that one back. And bringing it out now are the Mystics. Allen. Little touch to the outside, now out to Neves on the right. Remicky though with a big header. Neves comes back, fights to win it back. And this is what the Mystics need to do in this one now, is get Ashley Neves more involved in the game than they were able to do yesterday. Garneau did such a good job at shutting Neves out, but she's looked lively through the first 17 minutes here. Linking up well with Maya Allen so far and being a constant threat over in that right wing. Allen again putting pressure on that Red Deer defence. And Emma Farrell, sorry, Peyton Eric, not taking any chances there. The Queens, Allen can only flick that up in the air and it can't get brought down from Wag in the end, and a big clearance up the field for Grace Smith to try and chase down. She ran herself into the ground in that game yesterday. And Remicky will go all the way back to Jessie Stewart. Burton tries to send it back forward for MSV. Smith again will chase this one down, but Gillis with the big boot to knock it up the field. Pass intended for Cawflesh, just runs away from yesterday's 2-goal hero. Cawflesh and Van Arigen, 2 of the 7 players right now sitting on the 2-goal mark for the championships in a joint lead in the Golden Boot race. Umino, diagonal ball forward, but Van Arigen was never going to get a chance to go on that. Another throw in midway in the Red Deer half here for the Mystics. They've enjoyed a lot more of the ball in these opening 20 minutes. The Queens have found themselves on the back foot, and they've been getting the ball out of their own half, but it's been coming straight back in pretty quickly. Now another chance here, and a big tackle through the back there on Emma Farrell, and that's going to bring up a dangerous free kick opportunity. We know Ashley Neves has got a good foot in her at these situations. And Neves is going to get a chance to get this one in and goal from 25 yards out. Mystics and the Queens have to be very alert here for any second balls if Jessie Stewart can't cleanly get onto the end of this one. 4 players in the wall here for Red Deer, and Neves already with 1 goal this championship, looking to try and fire the Mystics ahead in this bronze semi-final. Looks like she's going to go straight for goal, looks for the top left corner, and that didn't miss by much. Couple more yards back, and that might have dipped in over the stretching Jessie Stewart, but another close call for Red Deer, another good look on goal there from MSV. And the Mystics turning up the heat here in chilly Red Deer for this one. Can get kept in though, unfortunately, out on the far side, and it's going to be out for a throw-in for Red Deer. Mystics, much as they were last year as well. I remember saying in the commentary last year in Squamish how much I enjoyed their attitude. They were belting out the national anthems, they had smiles on their faces the whole week, and they were a lot of fun to see play and be around as well. And it's been exactly the same in 2025. As they were waiting to do their pre-game warm-ups for this, asked for a Natasha Bedingfield song to be played over the PA, belted it out at the top of their voices as they sung and danced, and it's a fantastic team spirit that we've seen from Mount St Vincent once again this week here. And they might still be playing for a medal tomorrow, which you come into these competitions full of hope, full of expectations, but also with realistic expectations as well. And if you'd said to them they would be playing for bronze tomorrow, I'm pretty sure this Mystic side and the belief that they've got in their play would be, yeah, we can see that happening. Red Deer though also came into this tournament full of hopes and full of confidence. They had a very good season in the ACAC, second in the South Division, ending up winning bronze at the ACAC Championships last month. A big bronze medal final victory over Sate. And you wonder, could we be having another bronze this this game still very much in the balance as we tick past the midway point of the first half. Still scoreless though, and everything up for grabs between these two teams. They've been two of the most fun teams to watch in the tournament so far. Both play an attractive brand of football. And Wag pounces in that, touch inside to Allen, first time shot! And a stretching, and Jesse Stewart turns that one around the post. And that's a third good look on goal from MSV in this one. Emma Farrell over on corner kick duty for MSV. Dangerous one, bounces through the back of the 6-yard box. But the Queens get on it, and a chance as Kofflesh sends that up the field. It clears her lines but can't find the green jersey. Pressure coming back in again though. Farrell, who stayed up from that corner kick, gets the ball out wide in the left, gets past Remeke. Dangerous tackle coming in there from Remeke. And now Umino brings this out, but she's going to be forced back by the pressing game here from the Mystics. High up and under from Chowder there. Nobody attacking it for MSV. But they're keeping the pressure on here, and they're keeping Red Deer penned into their own final third. Through ball there for Neves to run onto, and again quickly off her line, Jessie Stewart. And Stewart's been magnificent through these first 26 minutes here for the Queens. And she's had to be as well, as the Mystics have really turned up the heat. And a giveaway there, Chowder pounces on it. Chowder was so dangerous in that first game against Sinclair. There was another player that MSV struggled to get into the game yesterday because of the great defensive play from Garneau. It's just causing problems again this afternoon, as that one just takes a bounce. It takes it away from Antel. Turned over though, now Furuyama. And for Red Deer, unfortunately that's what they've been reduced to in this first half, is just these balls forward. And there's nobody on the end of them in a white jersey for the Queens. Mystics, their tails are up here, they are looking good, and we hope you're enjoying the action wherever you're taking it in from this afternoon on CCAA Live. It's been a good championship so far. We're in the middle of 3 games here on day 3, and this is when we're into the business end of the championships as well. Farrell with the long shot, and that's not going to test. Jessie Stewart starting a bit with the big save as well, not allowed a spill, with Chowder there waiting to pounce down on her. Furuyama now for the Queens. They had enough taken off it that I thought Smith may get a chance to get on that, and the deflection off Antel, but it's cleared by Simone. Gillis put under a bit of pressure there from Furuyama. Does get the clearance away. Anton now up the field. Remeke chests this one down. Van Aragon tried to get that into the centre, but it's Farrell instead that gets it out to Neves. Little touch inside there from Neves. That was well read by Ava Ballon. Bray now can't bring that down for the Queens, and it's forward here to Maya Allen. Spins, gets it out to Neves. There's 3 players in the box here for the Mystics. It's played in to Wag. And an important foot gets it away here for Red Deer. The Queens very much under the cosh here. They're bending, but they haven't broken just yet. But it does feel like the opener is coming imminently here for MSV. Maybe Neves will be the one to get it. Threads it through here to Maya Allen. She gets her shot blocked by Rimeke. Out to Burton, who goes for the audacious long-range attempt. But it's easily handled by Jessie Stewart. She gets quick distribution up, maybe a bit too quick as it's cut out by Burton. And it comes straight back into the danger zone here. And Rimeke can't take any chances, and it's out for a throw in for MSV. What a pulsating first half this has been. I'm not sure if you asked a lot of the people here how you saw this first half playing out, that this is the script that folk would have thought. But the Mystics have been very aggressive, and they're playing on the front foot here, and they've been by far the better team, as it's giveaway and turnover all the time here from Red Deer. Simone chips that forward for Wag to try and chase down, and she does a great job. No, she does. I thought she'd just done enough to keep that in, but it's out for a goal kick to the Queens. We're through the first half hour, and what a first half hour it's been. It's been wave after wave of Mystic attacks. Both these teams, it's their third match in 3 days. There is going to be some tired legs out there, and you have to start to wonder, like, can the Mystics keep this pace up for 90 minutes? That's maybe what Red Deer are kind of banking on right now, that they can't keep this up. And if that is the case, they need to make this pressure pay. They need to get the breakthrough, and they've come close a couple of times, but Jessica Stewart has been big in that Red Deer goal to deny them. Lundell, long range effort, and unfortunately for Red Deer, that's pretty much what they've been reduced to in this game. It is just these long range chances. And even when I say chances, it's really just half chances. They've not been able to get too much going. We hope you are enjoying this though, wherever you're taking the action in from. Remember, if you want to get in touch during the broadcast, you can do so by getting in touch with me on X at AFTN Canada, AFTN Canada, or if that is not your thing, you can get in touch via email, aftncanada@hotmail.com. If you want to let us know we are taking the action in from this afternoon, give a shout out to any of the players, or just talk about what a wonderful Nationals this has been. We will get through your messages as this broadcast goes on, whether you are watching it locally here in Alberta or out in Nova Scotia, anywhere else in between or beyond. I'm sure you're enjoying the first of 2 bronze semi-finals that we've got for you this afternoon. The snow has definitely cleared now, it is looking like out there. Another Mystics corner. I think this is their third of the first half. And once again, it's Emma Farrell over on corner kick duty here for MSV. Farrell, it's a good delivery. Heads going up to try and meet that. And the one coming down worse off is Peyton Eric. She seems to get sandwiched between the 2 Mystics players there. And she is slow in getting up. That is definitely going to have winded her, and we'll get the trainers on. And I'll take this opportunity for a quick refreshment break.
Presentation acknowledging the 2026 CCAA Women's Soccer Championship host.
Red card. You're free here with the rest of us.
So Peyton Eyrick just getting helped off the pitch there with a long stoppage. They're going to check her on the bench. As an interesting lineup here for the corner. 5 Mystics players right at the back of the 6-yard box as another corner comes in here from Emma Farrell. Good movement now from the Mystics. It's in at the near post and it hits off the post. We've already seen one Olympico this tournament and I thought we were maybe getting close to another there, but that was a very interesting set piece planned corner there from MSV. We'll see what else they've got up their sleeves. That was their 4th corner of the first half. Red Deer temporarily down to 10 with Eric Owen off the pitch there. And now a rare foray forward it feels for the Queens, and they're going to get a chance to launch a free kick set piece opportunity of their own here into the box. It's a good ball in from Amino. It just gets brought down by Neves, cuts to the outside, and then Neves now has a chance to tear forward here for MSV. Good tackle to break that one up though. And a big clearance. Good to see Eric is back on the pitch for the Queens and back to their full complement of players just before that free kick was taken. Oh, Lundell with a nice idea. Needs to get this out to the wide left though, decides to go for goal herself. It probably wasn't the best option that was available to her there. That was just fired wide and is not going to test Morgan Gillis in the Mount St Vincent goal. Again with the ball forward there, it's cut out again by the Mystics defence, and then Neves up to Allen. Those two have linked up very well in that first half. And since the stoppage for the injury to Eric, since the teams have come back, it's Red Deer that's had slightly more intensity there. It's kind of broken up that spell of pressure from MSV, but now they get the chance to get the ball back. That's a lovely ball forward. It just takes a skip away though from Kennedy Wag.
Let's go, Mystic!
Smith brings it down for Red Deer, has to go backwards though. And a ball up the wing, looking to try and get Furuyama to make the run, but just curled out there from Kofflish. Crossfield ball out of the defence there from Eric, looking for Van Arigen. Kofflish and Van Arigen 2 goals apiece yesterday in the bronze quarter-final victory. Neither's been able to get involved in this one though so far. Umino out to Kofflish. He hasn't got any room as Neves by doing a great defensive job and closing her down. Now Furuyama, the ball just bounced a little bit too much for her there and she couldn't bring it down, and the Mystics get it clear. Unfortunate bounce lets Neves get onto the ball, and Allen trying to close that down, but Lundell with a big challenge to take it away from her. And Red Deer will build this one out the back. In the last 5 minutes now, the first half, there'll be a little bit of time added on at the end of this one. Would think maybe 2-3 at the very most. So still time for one of these two sides to find the breakthrough, as the referee calls that back for offside. I would have maybe liked the advantage goal there, but it's going to come all the way back into the Queen's half. I think that is what the Red Deer bench is also complaining about, as head coach Maz Pero just had a bit of conversation there with the fourth official. Balling away on that right wing, gets past Ava Ballon, can't get past Eric though, and an important challenge coming in there. Second chance here for the Mystics as that's chipped in, but that's never going to spring Maya Allen. It just runs through to Stewart. Quick distribution to get on with this one. One back right away though by MSV. That's the problem Red Deer have had in this half. They've just not been able to keep hold of the ball for too long, and when they get it, they've just been turning it over. Out wide from Lundell to Kofflish. Now it just runs away from Amino, and that will get ushered behind from Kate Schultz. Into the final 2 minutes of the first half here. There's going to be a minimum of 2 to get added on at the end as well. So 4 minutes for one of these sides to find the opening goal and change up the half-time team talks. Corner for Red Deer. Amino plays it low out to the edge of the box, comes back here to Amino. It's a high, good delivery. Furiyama trying to get on the end of that. McGinnis puts it out the air, and a quick distribution as well. And Neves will chase this one down. Neves wins it as well as it bounces off Eric. Neves still battling away. She tried the little back heel now. I thought that should have been a free kick there to MSV. Neves thinks so as well. And Red Deer very fortunate there, because I thought that was a free kick right through the back of Neves. She was trying to do the cheeky little back heel into the path of Maya Allen, and she was cleaned out there. That's the 45 minutes up. We're in to a minimum of 2 minutes of time to get added on at the end of the first half here. And it's been a first half that has seen Mount St Vincent Mystics the dominant of the two teams. Red Deer just being reduced to those long-range efforts that haven't troubled Morgan Gillis at all in the Mystics' goal. Jessie Stewart's on the other side of the pitch has come up with a couple, 4 I would probably say, big stops to keep this one still scoreless and keep her side in it. High, up and under here. A little poke from Van Arigen, just touches that one behind. It's the first minute of the 2 gone in stoppage time here. Will try and put pressure on Eric. She does well to get it out to Ballon. And Kennedy flag over the big tackle, the senior from Tantallon in Nova Scotia. 6 fifth years on this Mystic side, and they would love to end their college careers with a chance to play for a medal in their last game at the college level. Flag goes down in a bit of a heap there. It's going to get called back for a challenge on Grace Smith. And the first card of the game is coming out as well. It goes the way of Kate Schultz. So that's the first yellow card. Kate Schultz of MSV. Getting that, and it's going to bring one last chance up this half, and it's going to go the way of Red Deer. It's a free kick 34 yards out. Olivia Lundell and Yuri Umino standing over this one. 4 players lined up in the wall by Morgan Gillis. Is this going to be the moment of magic that breaks this one open? It's Lundell that goes for it. And that's easily dealt with by Gillis, and that will probably be about the last action of the first half here. Referee finding a few more seconds, but there goes the half-time whistle. And we're scoreless here in Red Deer. The hosts, the Red Deer Queens, have been second best in that first half. It's been a very strong first half from Halifax's Mount St Vincent Mystics. No goals, but plenty of action in this one. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're taking it in from this afternoon. Thank you for watching and supporting women's soccer and the CCAA. And thank you as well to Holiday Inn, Tourism Red Deer and Pattison Media for their generous support. And if you want to support the Red Deer Kings and Queens Soccer Student Athlete Scholarships, you can do so by scanning the QR code on the screen or visiting rdpolytechathletics.ca/5050 to purchase your raffle tickets. A trip for two to anywhere that WestJet fly is the reward. Someone's got to win it. It could be you. So it is half time here, but don't go anywhere, as we will be joined by Michael Moore for a special half-time presentation.
Student life at Red Deer Polytechnic to present the future host banner. I'd also like to welcome Conestoga College representatives Andrew Bates, Director of Sport and Recreation, and Trish Weigel-Green, Vice President of Students, to receive the banner on behalf of Conestoga College. On behalf of Red Deer Polytechnic, the ACAC, and Central Alberta, we will now pass the banner to Conestoga College as the host of the 2026 CCAA Women's Soccer National Championships. We wish them the best of luck as they plan this amazing event. We know that they will do a fantastic job. Give it up for the 2026 hosts.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by the Holiday Inn, presenting sponsor of the 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships. Big 105, home of the Big Breakfast Show with Jamie and B. 1067 Rewind Radio. Wake up to the morning rewind with Matt and Ted. RD News Now, Red Deer's credible information leader and most trusted digital news source in Central Alberta. Visit rdnewsnow.com. Tourism Red Deer, major sponsor of the 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships.
With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get the certainty of personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality to make your moment shine. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Sport Canada, major funding partner of the CCAA and the CCAA National Championships.
Partenaire financier majeur de la CSC et des championnats de la CSC.
Derby Star, official soccer ball of the CCAA National Championships.
Ballon officiel des championnats canadiennes de la CSC.
And Verburn, official medical supply partner of the CCAA National Championships.
Partenaire officiel des fournitures médicales au championnat de l'ACSC.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Soccer X, powered by One Team Sports Group, presenting sponsor of the All Canadians.
Commanditaire principal des athlètes par excellence pan-canadien.
Jostens, official championship award ring provider of the CCAA and presenting sponsor of the CCAA Coach and Player of the Year.
Fournisseur officiel des bagues de la CSC, commanditaire de présentation des entraîneurs et des joueuses de l'année.
And, For Imprint, presenting sponsor of the Players of the Match.
Commanditaire de présentation des joueuses du match.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Huddle, official CCAA video exchange partner of the CCAA.
Partenaire officiel de L, échange de vidéos de l'ACSC.
And Canada Soccer, national sport organization partner of the CCAA.
Organisme national de sport partenaire officiel de l'ACSC.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Red Deer Polytechnic Alumni Association, Red Deer Bottling, United Rentals, and Thrive Fluid Management.
Hi, I'm Matt Veers, President of Veerben Medical Supply. Veerben is proud to be the official medical supply partner of the CCAA and the National Championships. Be sure to shop online at veerben.com and take advantage of our school rebate program. Follow us on social media for monthly specials. We wish all the best to this year's participating teams and athletes at the National Championships, and thank you for your continued support.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Bearcom, always on. Special Event Rentals, Central Alberta's premier rental provider. Bo's Bar and Stage, eat, drink, think local. And Boston Pizza, 3 convenient locations in Red Deer. The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by North Star Sports, Gear Up, and Stand Out. Red Deer City Soccer Association, seeing participants reach their full potential. And the Brent Sutter Sports Medicine Center.
Productivity is what drives us. It's our ability to look at the world and see opportunities, to innovate and design solutions, to unite people with a shared purpose, to make our communities better, healthier, stronger. At Red Deer Polytechnic, productivity is powered by people and purpose.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by The Holiday Inn, presenting sponsor of the 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships. Big 105, home of the Big Breakfast Show with Jamie and B. 1067 Rewind Radio. Wake up to the morning rewind with Matt and Ted. RD News Now, Red Deer's credible information leader and most trusted digital news source in Central Alberta. Visit rdnewsnow.com. Tourism Red Deer, major sponsor of the 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships.
With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get the certainty of personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality to make your moment shine. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Sport Canada, major funding partner of the CCAA and the CCAA National Championships.
Partenaire financier majeur de la CSC et des championnats de la CSC.
Derby Star, official soccer ball of the CCAA National Championships.
Ballon officiel des championnats canadiennes de la CSC.
And Verburn, official medical supply partner of the CCAA National Championships.
Partenaire officiel des fournitures médicales aux championnats de la CSC.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Soccer X, powered by One Team Sports Group, presenting sponsor of the All Canadians.
Commanditaire principal des athlètes par excellence pan-canadien.
Jostens, official championship award ring provider of the CCAA and presenting sponsor of the CCAA Coach and Player of the Year.
Fournisseur officiel des bagues de la CSC, commanditaire de présentation des entraîneurs et des joueuses de l'année.
And 4imprint, presenting sponsor of the Players of the Match.
Commanditaire de présentation des joueuses du match.
The 2025 CCAA Women's Soccer Championships are brought to you by Huddle, official CCAA video exchange partner of the CCAA.
Partenaire officiel de L, échange de vidéos de l'ACSC.
And Canada Soccer, national sport organization partner of the CCAA.
Organisme national de sport partenaire officiel de l'ACSC.
Welcome back to Red Deer, Alberta. Setters Place is the venue for the 34th CCAA Women's National Soccer Championships, and we are in the first of two bronze medal semi-finals that we're going to have coming up for you over the next few hours. No goals, but plenty of action in that first 45 minutes between Red Deer Queens and Mount St Vincent Mystics from Halifax in Nova Scotia. Both teams making some changes at half-time. For the Queens, coming on is number 12, Jada Marquardt, and making way is their captain, number 10, Paige Kofflesh. Couple of changes for the Mystics at the half. Coming on, number 20, Megan Ellis, and number 23, Beth Padfield. So two attacking pieces brought on by Jenna Blackburn. And making way, number 16, Samantha Chowder and Kate Burton. Now, Burton is a defender. Ellis is listed as a defender, but came on yesterday and played up front, but it looks like she has slotted in to the back row. Actually, no, she has slotted in back up front again. So I wonder if the Mystics have decided that Red Deer weren't too much of an attacking threat in that for first 45 minutes. So they may be able to take a chance here and put a little bit more attack on. Red Deer are definitely the second best side in that first half, but they're on the front foot here. As Padfield, one of those subs, comes on, ball to Seymour. It's a nice ball forward. Ellis running through the middle, and quickly off her line to deal with that one is Jessie Stewart.
We had some substitutions at halftime. For the Queens, we had number 12, Jada Marquardt, coming
This
into the field.
does feel a game that a goal is going to kind of blow it wide open.
And for the Mystics,
And it's been quite open as it is, as that ball dealt with well there by Simone.
number 22, Kate Burton. And also coming in, number 23, Beth Padfield, taking off number 6, Samantha Chowder.
Allen, touch outside to Simone, return ball, but that's just going to run away as Padfield. Apologies for that, the ball just hitting our live mic down at pitch level there. That was a loud one. Allen, nice little touch inside to Padfield. She in turn decides to go inside instead of maybe trying to get a shot off there. Good movement here from the Mystics to start this second half, continuing where they left off in the first. I mean, this right now does feel that if an opening goal is coming, it's going to go the way of the side from Nova Scotia. But it does also have a feel that it could be a game that we could be seeing going all the way to penalties. Remember, no extra time. And Neves couldn't quite get the curl in that she was looking for. But a dangerous first look on goal this second half for Mount St Mystics. That one just runs away there from Ava Ballon. Schultz forced to play that back to Antel. She's trying to bring it forward. And Remeke put under pressure there from Ellis and just has to touch that one out for a Mystics throw-in. Another chance here for MSV to start the half. Allen inside, Farrell getting pushed wide here, and a good recovery tackle to take the ball off her feet. The Mount St Vincent continuing the second half, how they played most of that first half on the front foot and getting their first corner of the second 45 minutes, and it's Emma Farrell over again on the corner, and that was met well there by Antol, but she couldn't keep her header down, and it's wide off the right post. Both these teams looking to get to their first medal game at CCAA. Umino, high up and under, Furuyama chases it down, gets an important touch as well, and Gillis had to be quickly off her line there. Antel seemed to leave that, expecting Gillis to come out, but it looked like Furuyama was going to get on the end of it, and it's end-to-end stuff here as Allen holds off the attention there of Ballon, but her cross into the box doesn't have the direction on it that the winger was looking for, and Stewart easily deals with that one. Second bronze medal semi-final coming up after this one, scheduled for around-ish the 5:30 start. We'll get to that in a sec as Lindell is flicked dangerously on by Antol, almost into the path of Grace Smith there. Yeah, this game started 10 minutes later than planned due to clearing the pitch of the snow. Went down at half-time just to see what the conditions were like out there. Pitch seems good, snow is off. It is very chilly though, I have to say, down at pitch level. But this end-to-end action will certainly have warmed up these players. Neves, lovely control once again, threads it through, looking to try and play in Maya Allen. And I thought she was going to get it to her as well. Ava Ballon was right behind the pillar we've got in the middle of the commentary booth here, and I hadn't seen her, and I thought Ando was free to get onto that, but Ballon there, as she was there, getting on the end of it. Simone cuts that one out. Lovely little spin away here from Neves. Got a chance to get this forward, pokes it to Padfield. Maybe a fortunate return pass in the end, but still Ashley Neves goes for the shot, and is well held in the end by Jessie Stewart. Once again though, MSV are knocking on the Red Deer door, but they're not getting an answer. You feel, as you did for big swaths of that first half though, that the Mystics' breakthrough isn't too far away. That said though, they've not been able to find it, and the Queen's defence has been doing a stellar job. The problem though for Red Deer is they're struggling to get any attack of their own going. They've got no penetration at all in the final third, and they're being reduced to long range efforts, and any chances are being cut out like we've just seen there. Brings the line, immediately put under pressure though, and the ball knocked away from her. Kaya Bray there, tracking back well to do. Smith turns nicely, but Antol with a big clearance at the field. Remicke almost allowed Ellis to nip in there, but recovered well to keep it alive. Now the Mystics do get the ball back, and it's Neves once again, playing more of a midfield role since Ellis has come on. And we've seen Neves thrive both out wide and in the middle of the park, and it's Neves still on the ball here. Still Ashley Neves. Padfield scoops that one up for Allen to get onto, and Allen does get onto it. She looked like second favourite to get onto that. Now Simone! Nice attempt, got the power on it, just couldn't get the direction, and Jessie Stewart knocks that one down. This is wave after wave of Mystics attack. And it's for both these teams, it's their third game in 3 days. Short turnaround time between the matches. You're going to get some fatigue starting to creep in, especially in these chilly conditions. How long can the Mystics keep this pace up for, and how long can Red Deer be this solid at the back to keep them out? Lundell now for the Queens, and she's powering her way through. Still Olivia Lundell. Goes for goal and is tipped away. A big save from Morgan Gillis. And that's the best chance of the match so far for Red Deer, and it comes in the 54th minute. But Gillis, as she has been so often for this Mystic side in her 5 years with MSV, standing big and turning that one away. But Lundell, the leading scorer for this Red Deer side, just powered her way through there, and that's what Red Deer need to do. They need to have more attacks like that and be braver. Let's cut back to the aforementioned Lundell. Smith keeping the pressure on here, going for the shot, can't keep it on target. Just wide off the mark in the end. It was actually Lundell again that had the shot there. Lundell with 14 goals in conference play in regular season and playoffs for this Queen's side. 4 assists to her tally as well. And it was 2 goals from Olivia Lundell in that comeback bronze medal game against Sate that saw the Queens win that bronze medal just a couple of weeks ago in the ACAC Championships. Here go the Queens again. This is more like it from the home side. They've suddenly found their attacking chops out there. It's been a highly entertaining first 10 minutes from both teams here to start the second half. Both going for it. Neither of these sides would want to go to penalties if they can help it. They want to get it done over the 90. Second bronze semi-final coming up at around 5:30 Mountain Time tonight. That's going to see the OCAA champions, the Sinclair Saints from Windsor, Ontario, taking on the VIU Mariners, the Pac West champions from Nanaimo, British Columbia. As Emino goes down after that heavy challenge there, a little bit slow to get up. But the rookie midfielder from Kobe in Japan back on her feet. She was a very influential player for Red Deer in that big 5-0 win over Brandon. So much of their attacks was going through the middle of the park, and Yuri Amino. After that victory yesterday, Red Deer stayed to watch to see who they were going to be playing, and they took in the game between Garneau and Mystics. Sheer reader for the music that was going over the PA was saying Furuyama. She was leading her teammates in dance routines, singing, and much as I spoke about the Mystics in the first half, it's a great team spirit amongst this Red Deer Queen side. These are two of the funnest teams to watch and to be around at this year's Nationals. Lundell tries to thread that through to Furuyama. Cut out by the Mystics. Red Deer. This is more like the Red Deer we saw in that game against Brandon yesterday. And this is the best spell of pressure that they've had in the whole 58 minutes so far. Padfield, her hold-up play in this tournament has been absolutely tremendous. Powering forward again, that through ball. Gets past Simone. Can't find a way past Schultzo, and her clearance will just go into touch here. And we're going to get another Red Deer substitution. They're second off the match. And making way is number 11, Kaya Braid. Coming back on is their captain, Paige Coughflesh.
Number 11, Kaya Braid.
Captain's armband had been handed over to Grace Smith. We'll see if Grace keeps it for the second, or the last half hour, I guess, or so of this game. Simone chips that forward for Padfield to try and run on to. Padfield, the fourth year from Cole Harbour, as from the two games that we've seen so far at the championship this year, has felt more of like a hold-up player than the player that's going to kind of get on these balls and try and finish them in the back of the net. She's the player that's looking to lay it off to the likes of Maya Allen, Ashley Neves or Morgan Ellis to try and take their chance. Padfield brings it out, stretches to try and poke it to Allen, but it's won back by the Queens. Lindell, what dangerous flicked ball, and it's almost left there. Sophie Quinn, I thought she was going to leave that. I didn't know there was a Red Deer player behind her. I think the shout came in the end, and now it does run out. And it's going to be another corner coming up here for Red Deer Queens. I think it's their first one of the second half, only their second one altogether, I believe, in this game. And it's Yuri Amino over on corner kick duty as we move past the hour mark here as setters place in Red Deer. Umino, her in-swinger headed clear, and now a chance here for Neves to bring it out, and the Mystics are breaking in numbers here, and Red Deer are short at the back. Neves gets the better of Ballon, back though to break it up as she's done so many times is Olivia Lundell, and she thought that last touch had came off Neves and let that one run out, and that could be a costly mistake for Red Deer if the Mystics can make them pay from this throw-in. And the flag up on Furiyama on the far side for offside. Some more activity on the Red Deer bench. There's going to be another couple of subs coming up for them shortly. What a highly entertaining and enthralling bronze semi-final this has been so far, and it is still very much in the balance. If you're a betting person, I'd be putting my money just now, I think, on this going all the way to spot kicks. Even if one team takes the lead here, you fancy the other to pop an equaliser away. Both a lot of attacking intent in this second half. Gillis's kick out coming straight back into the Mystics half. Furiyama picks it up. Oh, and that's a dangerous misplay. Maybe he's going to allow Grace Smith in. And Sophie Quinn again, fortunate to get away with that one. The rookie defender from Halifax had a couple of close calls in the last minutes, but no harm done for the Mystics. And we're still scoreless here at setters place. Beautiful setting with the snow on the trees and the lights starting to come down and the floodlights hitting the top of the trees in the distance. It's a very picturesque venue, and it's been a great tournament so far. A great job by the organising committee here in Red Deer. Ellis trying to find a way through, but a big tackle knocks away. Umino now. And that late challenge coming in there on Maria Antel. Free kick opportunity for MSV. They'll look to launch this one in. 3 players in the wall here for Red Deer, which feels like they're leaving some space open in the box. But it all comes to nothing in the end for MSV. Padfield battling away there, cleared. Can't take your eye off this game for a minute. The long shot comes in from Emma Farrell, and Jessie Stewart turns that around the near post, and it's going to bring a corner up for MSV. Very fast-paced game here, loving the intensity levels. Both these teams throwing everything at this semi-final. Farrell with another corner. It's a low one this time. It's trying to get flicked up by Anto. Back to Farrell. And now a chance here for the Queens to break. Smith will chase this down. Quinn this time over. A good connection. And into the beer garden tent. As I talk a lot about when we're doing these nationals, and especially when it comes to a game like this where you know the losing team, that is their season over. You want to make sure that you go home feeling that you've left everything out on the pitch, and whichever team ends up losing this, as that one skips through to the back of the box. Van Aragon trying to bring it down to get the cross in. You'll have to settle for winning a corner instead. But yeah, you don't want to be the team that loses this and feel that you didn't give what you needed to do, and I don't think anyone on either of these teams will feel that way. They have been given 100% in this game. Both teams going for it in this second half, and it's been entertaining, end-to-end stuff. Corner here for Red Deer. Yuri Emuno. High delivery across the face of the goal, and it's turned in! And it's Furuyama gets the breakthrough for Red Deer in the 68th minute. And the Japanese connection comes good once again. We saw it yesterday on one of the goals, and this time Yuru Emuno's corner comes in, and same Furuyama finishes at the far post, and it's Red Deer Queens 1. MSV Mystics 0. That's heartbreaking for MSV. He's been the better team in this game, but if you don't take your chances, you leave yourself open for the other team doing just that, and that is what Sein Furuyama did there. Had a crowd of players in front of her, but she managed to find the touch to poke it through them all past Morgan Gillis, and the Queens have the lead and 1 foot in tomorrow's bronze medal game. With that goal as well, Sein Furuyama moves into an 8-way tie in the Golden Boot race. 8 players on 2 goals apiece now. What do the Mystics have in reply? They had 4 great chances to open the scoring in the first half, a couple in the second. Jesse Stewart has stood tall for Red Deer with some big stops. So the Mystics know they can trouble this Queen's defence. But now that they've got the goal, the Queen's playing with a swagger and a confidence out there. They're going to want to try and keep hold of the ball as well and not give any chances up here to MSV. Here goes Furuyama again. Oh, the return pass looking to get played to her. And Aminu breaks that up in the middle of the park. Takes away from the feet of Padfield. Good recovery there from Kofflesh as the first touch just took it away from her, but did enough to keep it alive for Red Deer. Now Ellis wins it back for the Mystics, but back again, Umino. Leaves. Battling away there and Maya Allen trying to get the end of that one. Mystics will need to watch here as they push for the equaliser, not to leave themselves short at the back. Allen trying to find a way through. Queens. Big clearance up the field here, and now a chance as well as Furuyama chips that forward, but that was asking a lot of Smith to try and get on the end of it. Both these teams looking for the chance to play for a medal for the first time in their history. Furuyama, nice hold up play and a nice turn as well. She tries to get that inside to Smith. Mystics get it clear. That forward, couldn't keep it in though in the process, and it's going to be out for a Red Deer throw. And this game's been played at 100 miles an hour, and from a Red Deer point of view they need to slow things down now and try and run some time off the clock. It's the opposite for the Mystics, who have to raise that intensity as Maya Allen goes through Saint Furuyama, and she lands heavily on what is a hard thing, and she's pointing to her neck there. I think a little bit of whiplash as she just hit the turf. But she's up. Nods to the referee that she's good to continue. And a little hug there from Maya Allen. No malice in that tackle at all. And it is, you've got to remember in these conditions as well, very hard and cold if you hit this turf. Furuyama back in the thick of the action right away. Offside. That'll give the Mystics the chance to get the ball back here. Mount St Vincent have 17 minutes and however much time they find to add on at the end here to try and find the leveller and a way back into this game, possibly take it to penalties, possibly even more. You know that they're going to fight to the end to find that equaliser if it doesn't come soon. Allen in important foot in, takes away from Lindell. Maya Allen powering forward now. Still Allen, chips it through to Padfield. Can she get it out? Oh, and it just overruns Neves. Just too heavy a touch there from Padfield.
Substitution for the Mystics. Going into the field and taking off number 20, Megan Ellis.
You can hear the crowd getting really fired up here.
Samantha Chowder.
As Samantha Chowder coming back on here for MSV, the number 16. Megan Ellis making way. Chowder was electric in that quarter-final win against St Clair Saints, and they need some magic from her in the closing minutes here. The ball just now exactly where Red Queens want it though, and that is deep in the Mystics half. Remicke with the throw-in. Big clearance from Antel. Remicke chips it in again. And Gillis grabs it at the second attempt there. With Coughless trying to make a big nuisance of herself. Simone now. Puts it through legs to Allen, gets a return pass here. Farrell spinning away. Oh, and given away by MSV. Furiyama now. Oh, and that's just past the stretch in Van Aragon. Red Deer though, keeping hold of the ball and winning a throw-in for the Troubles in the process. We are into the last 15 minutes. 15 minutes for the hosts, the Red Deer Queens, to hold on and book a berth in tomorrow's bronze medal matchup. And you know Setters Place is going to be electric. A Saturday afternoon, a noon kickoff. This place will be packed to cheer on their hometown heroes if they can get through these last 15 minutes and so. And I want to give another big shout out to all the crew, ground crew here at Setters Place and the Red Deer Polytechnic staff and volunteers. Tremendous job they've done in clearing this pitch. Also allowing a little bit of a warm-up zone at the back as well for any teams that want to get onto that before the next match starts. And you look at this pitch just now and you wouldn't know that at 10 o'clock this morning there was about 10 centimetres of snow on it. Simone with a long ball forward. It can't get brought down though by Chowder. And a free kick given up here by MSV. The Queens will try and run up as much time off this clock as they're allowed to do as Umino sends it forward. Neves gets in the middle of the park. Allen now, she's got a little bit of space to work with here. Simone making the overlapping run. And that's good play to get that one ushered out from Marquardt. Turnover there, but quickly won back by Neves for MSV. Immediately put under pressure though by Smith, but Neves does so well to keep hold of the ball. Out to Chowder now, and Chowder, a little hip check there from Remicke, doing enough to put her off. But MSV will get the throw in, and Red Deer would rather they got that than Chowder to be sprung clear. Mystics fans in full voice now in the bleachers, trying to cheer their team on, trying to urge them forward to find that equaliser. But it's Red Deer now, trying to put this one to bed. They need to get numbers forward here. Van Aringen forced wide, and the last touch coming off the MSV defender there, and it's going to be out for a throw-in, and they won't be in a huge rush to take this one. Kyra Remeke. Sends a long throw in, it's chipped clear by Wag. Out will be as far as Umino. Umino gets it back. Little give and go there still. Umino tries to play it through again to Furuyama. The shot comes in from Grace Smith, but that won't trouble Morgan Gillis. Furuyama up the wing here. Red Deer doing a good job at keep ball here as we move into the last 10 minutes of what has been a pulsating bronze semi-final here in Red Deer. The hosting Queens looking good at this stage, but they've still got 10 minutes and stoppage time to see out a second goal. Would Eve's nerves all around the venue here. Umino, another chance to send a good delivery into the box. This is right on top of Gillis on the goal line. She punches it clear, comes back in, and the flying header from Van Aringen. Can't keep this one down, it's just wide.
Substitution for the
Mystics. Maybe a last throw of the dice here. Emma Farrell making way, and she's had a really good, strong performance for MSV this afternoon. Emma Bowser, the third-year midfielder, coming on. 2 goals this year for Bowser. Can she find a third that would be the most important of them all? On Furuyama, thought about trying to chase that all the way through, and we've got an animal on the pitch. I think it's a rabbit. It is a rabbit. But back to the action here. Cute little guy. Looks like an Arctic hare in the snowy conditions behind Morgan Gillis's goal. Wanting to see how this one plays out, probably here as well to cheer on the Red Deer Queens. Even the local wildlife are getting behind the Queens to try and get into this semi-final. Good game management here as well, you've got to say, by Red Deer, and that tackle won't do anything to help it as Lauren Simone goes right through the back of Sane Furuyama there. Another throw-in coming up here for Red Deer. Marquardt up the line. Furuyama chasing it down, and another tackle comes in to take it away from her. Van Aringen with a little flick forward to try to chase it down herself, but Gillis quickly off her line and quickly trying to get this one out. The Mystics so dominant in that first half, they couldn't take advantage or finish one of their many chances, and that might come back to haunt them here unless they can find a late leveller. Chowder out on the right hand side now, trying to see if she can work her magic there. It's a throw in for MSV midway in the Red Deer half. Simone over to take this throw in. Bowser moving towards it, but she decides to play it up instead to Kennedy Wag, who can't bring it down. Bowser chasing that one down, but Furuyama wins it back. Lovely play from Furuyama. Right now, her goal is set to be the match winner here, and what a historic goal that could be. Marquardt doing a good job to run some more valuable seconds off the clock. Red Deer have done an excellent job in this one since finding that breakthrough. They've not allowed MSV to get anything going out there. Furuyama now sends that one forward for Van Aragon to chase down. And it's going to bring up another corner for Red Deer as we move into the final 5 minutes of the 90. Coming up after this one, it's the second bronze semi-final. St Clair Saints from Windsor taking on VIU Mariners from Nanaimo, British Columbia. One of those teams right now is going to be facing off against Red Deer if things stay the way here. Tomorrow's bronze medal matchup. Can the Queens get the killer second? Another good delivery from Amino. Smith will just go all the way back. Marquardt out to Remicke, who's moved over to the left side temporarily after that corner. Oh, and she was looking for the return pass as well. Now she gets it. Kyra Remicke, but just runs away from her. Furuyama tries to send that through. It had way too much on it. It was neither a shot nor a good through ball in the end from Furuyama, but she's got the decisive goal in this tie so far. I said at the start of this tournament, never underestimate what home field advantage can do for a team. We saw it last year with Capilano Blues, who won their first medal in over 20 years as the hosts. That was a bronze, and now Red Deer Queens are mere minutes away for the chance to play for a bronze of their own on Saturday afternoon. I know how much that bronze medal meant to Capilano last year, and it would be the same for this Red Deer side. It would also mean so much to this Mystics programme. They'll be losing a number of seniors and key players at the end of this championship. But the time is fast running out for MSV. It's going to be heartbreak for one of these teams. Coming the end of this one, they've both battled so hard this afternoon. Padfield now picks up the loose ball, plays that forward, looking for Chowder. Just a sea of green back there to mop that up though. Umino breaks it up once again in the middle of the Red Deer half. And that hits the referee. That should be a stoppage, and it is. It'll be a drop ball here. Referee just waiting there for Grace Smith to tie that up, and that's immediately hit forward there. too much on it for the Mystics, and that will just run behind. We're about to move in to the last minute of the 90. All eyes at Setters Place for both sets of players, coaches and supporters will be how much time the fourth official finds to add on here. Into the final 60 seconds of regulation. Red Deer Queens exactly where they want to be just now, and that is in the Mystics half. And now the Queens get a corner. A chance to run some more valuable time off the clock here. And Furuyama and Umino is just going to try and keep this into the corner. It's poked out though, and the last touch comes off the Queen's player. We're in to stoppage time, and it's just a minimum of 2 minutes. I thought there might be a little more, but it's just 2 minutes for Mount St Vincent Mystics from Halifax, Nova Scotia to try and find the equaliser. Or we're going to see the hosts from Red Deer move on in tomorrow's bronze medal matchup. Lauren Simone, she's been fantastic this afternoon for the Mystics. Her cross though deflects into the arms of Jessie Stewart, and the veteran, the 5th year from Gull Lake, who returned to this programme in 2025 after 4 years that finished in 2016. She's been a goalkeeping coach here with the Queens, and it was her first half performance where she produced a string of top saves that kept her team in it. Umino tries to get it clear. We've had 1 minute of the 2. And that ball bouncing off Samantha Chowder, and that might be it for Red Deer. Stewart will use every second here that the referee allows her to. MSV are going to push right to the very end. Padfield sends this one up high. Flicked on by Wag. Bowser inside now to Chowder. No one can bring it down for MSV, and the shot comes in, but there's no power on it at all. And Stewart, the dying seconds now of this one. The clearance up. Maybe one last chance for MSV. There's not! And Red Deer Queens are moving on to tomorrow's bronze medal matchup. The hosts are heading for a chance to win a medal, and it's the difference in the 68th minute. Seen Furuyama's goal. A lovely ball in from Yuri Omino, runs through to the back post. Furuyama hits it through a crowd of players, tucks it away, and that was enough to be the difference between these two sides. Mount St Vincent Mystics have had an excellent tournament, a big quarter-final win, and they were the better team for the first half of this one. They couldn't get the breakthrough, but they have had a tremendous 2025 Nationals. A lot to be proud of for the Mystics as they fly back to Halifax, empty-handed but with a lot of pride to be taken from their performances. One of the funnest teams to watch on the pitch and see off the pitch. But moving on, it's the Red Deer Queens, and they will take on the winner of the second bronze semi-final that is coming up next between Sinclair Saints from Windsor, Ontario and Vancouver Island University Mariners from Nanaimo, British Columbia. Scan the QR code on the screen for a chance to support this Red Deer Kings and Queens Soccer Student Athlete Programme and enter the WestJet prize raffle. Stay tuned as well, as we will have the end of game presentations for both of these sides.
The player of the match is selected by a committee for outstanding play during today's game and is provided by 4 Imprint. Joining us at center field is the past president of the CCAA and former RDP athletic director, Alan Furchuk, to do the presentation.
I'm going to get the end of game presentations here, and it's Ali Forchuk, the former Red Deer Polytechnic Athletics Director and Vice President of the CCAA, making the presentation. And for Mount St Vincent Mystics, it goes to number 24, Lauren Simone. She was excellent last night, she was excellent again tonight, and a well-deserved Player of the Game accolade for Lauren.
Red Deer Polytechnic Queens.
And for Red Deer Polytechnic, it's defender Peyton Eric, solid at the back all game for the Queens, and she gets the Player of the Game honours, presented and brought to you by 4 Imprint. It's been a pulsating semi-final action here in this bronze semi-final. Thanks to the major sponsors Holiday Inn, Tourism Red Deer and Pattison Media for their generous support in helping make these 2025 CCAA Nationals the success it's been so far, and there's more to come. Up next on the pitch is going to be St Clair Saints against VIU Mariners, but stay tuned to the broadcast as Michael Moore will be down at pitch level chatting to the Player of the Game and the winning coach for the Red Deer Queens.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in again to the CCAA Women's Soccer Championship. My name is Michael Moore, and I'm here with the player of the match, number 15, Peyton Eric. I have a couple questions for you. So, who on your team really stepped up today during the game? Was anyone like an anchor or kept you all in it and helped you through to the end?
Yeah, I think that everyone really stepped up today. I feel like Jessie, our keeper, she was really there to support everyone and kept everyone in it when it was a little bit flustered, but I think everyone played really well today.
Perfect. Yep, the keeper is a big anchor for the whole team. That's true. Next question is, what does this win specifically mean to you and the team by now advancing into the bronze medal match?
So we're making history with this one. The Queens have never been to a bronze medal in the Nationals, so it's really exciting for us. And I mean, like, we love our bronze medal, so it's really exciting, and we're just happy to be in the bronze.
Yep, absolutely. I would be too. And last question, how did the team stay composed during the first half of the match? The Mystics did bring a lot of pressure, and what helped you all fight through that?
I think we just kept up our communication and really stayed in it, kept our heads high, and just pushed until we got to the second.
Perfect. That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time, Peyton. And I now have a couple questions for your coach.
Awesome,
all right, see you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be joined by head coach Maz Payro here, and I have a couple questions for you as well. So what adjustments did you make at halftime that helped change the game for the Queens?
There's a lot of nerves at half, so we had to get them to settle a little bit, right? And they needed to be... in those 50-50 tackles, they needed to own those, which they did in the second half, and then settle on the ball and play our game, move the ball around and keep possession.
Perfect. And so the next question I have for you is, this is the second time in program history qualifying for nationals, the other time being in 2022. And so could you describe to us how it feels now to have gone the farthest by now advancing to the bronze medal match?
Yeah, this feels pretty good. You know, like us hosting and getting the spot to host feels good, but now getting to this chance to be the furthest in history is huge, and the girls deserve it. They're playing their hearts out there, and they absolutely deserve it. They put everything in it this whole season, and it's amazing to see them go far.
Absolutely. I love to see it. Perfect. So then, with that question I follow up, if you could choose who you would prefer to play in the bronze medal match, who would it be? Would it be the VIU Mariners or the St. Clair Saints?
Let's go VIU. We need a repeat on this game, and we have some unfinished business with them, so let's go.
That's awesome. All right, the rivalry has begun. All right, thank you, Coach, for your time, and congratulations on making it to bronze.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you, everyone at home. Thank you for tuning in. The next match is coming up, and we will see who will face off against the Queens in the bronze. All right, see you later.